some interesting detail here that I was going to show. So, this is the foundation, obviously, right here, the concrete. And then this is what they call the mud sill. And they put that on top of the concrete. And this piece here is an engineered piece of wood. I mean, it's still wood, but it's been engineered and made. But then this piece here is an actual piece of lumber, cut from a tree that's been pressure treated. This is also pressure treated, as in it won't decay like just a regular piece of wood. So anyway, just interesting. They use this piece here because then they hang the floor joists on it, and they want to make sure it's hung in nice and clean. And what they put in there is these guys, and they're kind of like an I-beam, but they're made out of wood. So it's kind of like a 2x4, and that's kind of like a 2x4 with this piece of plywood in it. And then they hang them in here, and they hang them in these hangers, but they don't nail them. You see, there's no nails like right here, because they want them to kind of float just a little bit and move around. That's what I learned yesterday. And then to get these to attach to the concrete, they bolt them down. So these bolts were put in when they poured the concrete. This guy walked around and hooked them in. They have little hooks on them and then bolts that stick up. And then yesterday, a guy walked around and shaved off all the tops. So they were like this. And then he cut the tops off of, and they got these giant washers to hold it all down. And then once they get those down, then the problem is, then that's in the way of this decking they put down. So what they do is they cut holes in it, so when they set that in place, then it's right here like that, and it clears so it doesn't make the wood, because otherwise, if you took this and put it here with this in the way bumping up, then your wood's going to bump up. So they want it to come down flush, or it's not making them bump. So you just get a big old keyhole saw, circular. It's a drill bit with a giant circle on it, and they cut these out like this. So then, when it's time to do this, they just slide these right into place here, and they cover up like they should. The other thing about this stuff, the floorboard, the subfloor, is an 1/8 an inch thick, and this is engineered. I mean, it's still wood, but it's made, and it's called tongue and groove. So here's the tongue, and here's the groove. So when they go to put this together, as you can see, the tongue, if you get it in the right place, will slide into the groove, and it makes for a really nice solid floor. So you can see right here how that fits in, that tongue and groove part. And so that's what this decking is made out of. They say these sheets, when they come in the 4x8 like they're working on, that's a stack of them right there, they're about 100 pounds each. So I think they're actually 120. So these are some pretty beefy chunks of wood that they use for this. Pretty crazy. And anyways, yeah, that was the detail I wanted to point out, just because I thought it was kind of interesting stuff, how they deal with attaching all these pieces down. The way this piece, it gets attached to that piece, is a standing screw gun one of the guys has it over here, so you can just stand up, and it's like a screw gun machine gun. They just go zip, 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 and they go through and put all these screws in. Like you can see one of them right there. And I don't see any of the screws right here to show you what they look like. But, oh, look, someone's chalk line died yesterday and blew up, bleeding all over the place. Poor chalk line. Roadkill. Anything else? I think that's it for now. But they just got here this morning, it's a little after 6, and they're gonna finish putting the wood on, the decking.